Hi there, my name is Beth and I'm a pelvic health physiotherapist at Proactive Pelvic Health Center, and I work at the East End Clinic. Today we're going to be doing part one of a three-part series on leg lifts. Leg lifts are a very common exercise, especially in the Pilates world, and they are a great inner core strengthening exercise. So we're going to be starting with part one, which is going to be an easier variation of leg lifts. We're going to first start talking about how to activate the inner core, and then I'll demonstrate the exercise after that. First things first, I often have my clients use their own touch as feedback for this exercise so that they feel confident that they're activating their core properly throughout the exercise. So I always suggest taking your index and middle finger, find the bony prominences at the front of your pelvis, and then go just inside those bony prominences. This is where you're going to feel your TA, also known as your transverse abdominis. You're going to feel your TA lift your fingertips up ever so slightly, and that's how we know that yes, there's a good likely pelvic floor and TA activation occurring. So that's what we're going to do first here, is find the activation. So first things first, we're going to inhale using the diaphragm. So we inhale through the nose. When this happens, we lengthen pelvic floor, lengthen the abdominals. And then on the exhale is when we contract pelvic floor. Then we visualize hip bones knitting together, belly button in towards the spine. So it looks like this. I'm going to inhale, exhale, pelvic floor, hip bones, and then belly button all together. Okay. So everything's activated and engaged here. We're going to slide that leg down. And what you're going to do is you're going to exhale to lift the leg. Inhale to lower leg. Exhale through pursed lips. Inhale, lower. And little inhale to slowly lower down. Okay, the hardest part for most people is maintaining their core while they lower the leg down. The exhale and lift of the leg is easier to do because that's when everything's contracting. But when we are lowering the leg, we're trying to maintain the muscle activation while it's also lengthening at the same time. So that is the most challenging part of the exercise. So that was part one of the three-part series on leg lifts. So stay tuned for part two and part three. Thank you for listening.